Hi there, and welcome to this week's Retire Happy Money Minute. Today, I want to follow up on a session we had a couple of weeks ago on cryptocurrencies. As you may or may not be aware, Bitcoin and other popular tokens have been selling off rather dramatically. We've seen many of them down more than 70% from their highs last year. Some down as much as 80 or 90%. But it's not so much the cryptos themselves as some things that we all can learn as investors from this. As I showed you in the video a couple of weeks ago, a great book called Extraordinary Popular Delusions and the Madness of Crowds. Was written by Charles Mackay, LLD, back in 1865, and it just talks about all kinds of times and different situations where people have gotten into groupthink and jumped on a bandwagon and make unbelievable profits. Some people, in fact, one of the chapters is about a guy named Ponzi, and we call them Ponzi schemes today. And whether or not cryptocurrencies are a Ponzi scheme, like most markets, for prices to go up, you got to have more people investing and willing to pay higher and higher rates. In the cryptocurrency world, the promise of being able to convert those cryptocurrencies back into dollars, that's the key, because dollars have to be added to that system in order to create dollars to come back. And what we've seen is a number of exchanges for cryptocurrencies, Voyager, Celsius. These are a couple of the big ones that have shut down recently, where people had lots of money deposited. And I was reading an article just a couple of days ago, some young people who got bitten by the bug to invest in cryptos, made investments and added more money. In one case, the person 2 days before one of these exchanges shut down added another $10,000 to their account. And what their shock was that they can't make a withdrawal. They can't even withdraw the cryptos. These exchanges have frozen funds. Some are in receivership. There's an investigation going on in Texas because a lot of these depositors were promised 9, 10. I told you a story about a guy who said, I'm earning 19% on my deposits. But were these financial products? You know, they weren't being regulated if they were. And that brings me to the lesson we can all learn, because nobody ever comes to you with a story that says, you could lose 70% of your money next week. They always tell you about the good parts, right? And they may mention the bad parts. We work with some private placements. And boy, when you read the risk factors page, you'd think the whole thing was going to heck in a handbasket. But you really need to understand, how can I lose my money? In fact, quote that I used to have on my website until I found out the person I thought it was attributed to had not said it, but it's still great words to live by. That is, the most important thing in any investment is the return of my money, not the return on my money. We thought that was Will Rogers, but after doing some research for something else, I found out that was not spoken by him. But it's great advice. And so whenever I look at a private placement or a stock or any type of an investment or financial tool, I always, first question, how do we get our money back? And I want to encourage you to put that question into your process when making investment decisions. I believe if you do that, your chances of having a happy retirement go way, way up. Take care.